last matchup, the NWO Sharpshooters beat up on the Humble Park Hooligans 8-4, and another strong year in the bank for Big Sexy Evo and his Sharpshooters as they secure first place and the first round bye with a victory over the Hooligans. And out of this matchup comes the pitcher of the week, and it's none other than Javier Vasquez of the Sharpshooters. Over the course of 16 innings, he had an ERA of 1.13 and a whip of .88 and struck out 17. Just, it's crazy totals. 16 innings of crazy pitching baseball for the Sharpshooters definitely helped them to that 8-4 win. And if he continues to get performances like this out of his pitching staff, the Sharpshooters can really give the Legacy and everyone else in the playoffs a real run for their money for that championship. Now this is it, folks. All is said and done. The dust has settled, and the playoffs are about to begin. Of course, the NWO Legacy secured their first place spot and their bye last week, as are the NWO Sharpshooters, who secured their first place spot and their first round bye this week. So 2 NWO teams get to sit at home as the other teams duke it out for the right to face them in the next round. The NWO Trento Bolts will be facing the Jefferson Park Dirty Nannies in the first round of the playoffs in the Second Citizens Division. These two teams have faced each other 3 times in the regular season. In Week 5, the Trento Bolts beat the Nannies 7-4-1. In Week 9, the Bolts beat the Nannies 10-1-1. And last week, the Trento Bolts beat the Nannies again 7-4-1. So the Trento Bolts have dominated the Nannies over the course of the regular season. However, as we all know, in the playoffs, anything can happen. Meanwhile, in the Denizens of the Shy division, the first round of the playoffs will be between the Avalon Park Armenians and the Pilsen Palateros. And these two teams have played each other 3 times over the course of the regular season. Way back in Week 2, these two teams fought to a 5-5-2 tie. And then in Week 10, they played to a 6-6 tie. It wasn't until Week 20 that the Armenians picked up a 7-5 win over the Palateros. Either way, this matchup was obviously close all year and should still be close come playoff time. Hey yo. Treno Ramon is here. Alright, Thunder, just calm down, okay? Listen, the playoffs have begun. My NWO teammates are back at home, relaxing, taking the week off, while I hold down the fort. You know, those dirty nannies, they had some strong words last week for Hollywood Q. You know what? The NWO, and Hollywood Q for that matter, they don't put up with that kind of shit. So you know what? Last week, I tossed you around a little bit. Hell, I've tossed you around all year, I say. This week, I'm going to embarrass you in the playoffs. I'm going to make you wish you didn't even make the playoffs, alright? And don't think I forgot you stole my X Division title right before the season ended. Real convenient, I say. Well, that's fine. You know, this reminds me. We asked you who the Fantasy Rookie Pitcher of the Year was. And here's how you putas responded. Randy Wells had 1 vote. Jay Happ had 1 vote. Andrew Bailey had 1 vote. And Tommy Hansen of the NWO Legacy had 4 votes. Cuatro. Yeah. Tommy Hansen is your Fantasy Rookie Pitcher of the Year. And you know what? I was gonna do a fantasy rookie hitter of the year, but they all fucking suck. So we're skipping that essay. No, no. We're done with that. But you know what? It doesn't mean it's not time for another little survey. This week, how about all you putas out there? Vote and tell me just who you think is the biggest surprise on the top 15 of the player radar this year. Is it Zach Greinke of the Palateros? Derek Jeter, also of the Palateros? Sean Figgins of the NWO Sharpshooters? Or Michael Bourne of the NWO Legacy? Go onto the league page, do a little click, vote. It's real easy.